Welcome to Mama Cat's Home. Today I'm going to be sharing what we ate for dinner from October 11th through the 17th, and I had a little bit of problem with this first one. The camera kept fogging up because it was super hot. This meal was beef tips, potatoes, and onions just cooked together, and very small beef tips. And naan bread. The naan bread is not some that we cook, but we do have a recipe for it that Noah has cooked before that is very good. I've decided to share a little bit of the way that we prepare things throughout the week. This is where we put our frozen meats so they can thaw in the refrigerator, and I also have corn on the cob there that I have prepared for a meal later in the week. Everything that is meat that we can thaw early, we go ahead and put there. And I also have a basket that I put in the kitchen that has everything that I should need through the week from my pantry. This is something I've just recently started, and I don't think I'm ever going to go back to doing it the other way because it makes everything easier to have all of my ingredients in the kitchen. This is a clip of how I prepared the corn before I put it in the refrigerator. I just took 6 pieces of foil, which is how many pieces of corn I wanted to do, and had it all laid out on the table or on the counter, and then I put the corn on it, my salt and pepper on it, and then the butter, and then I wrapped it up and stuck it in the refrigerator. In this clip, I was just making the tacos for Monday night's meal, and I just made up a lot of it. It's just me and Selena eating right now. So what you're going to see is I'm prepping all of this stuff, but Jeff and Noah eat it later, so you won't see it at the table. This is where I was cutting up the vegetables, the lettuce, and the tomato, and I went ahead and prepared the lettuce for a meal later in the week too, which I didn't share that part because I'd already done it. But I went ahead and put some lettuce on a saucer so we could have it for burgers later in the week. On this night, we had raviolis and garlic bread that I made with Texas toast. I actually made a lot of this Texas toast up into garlic bread and froze it for later meals, so we have several of those for later. And this was just ravioli I got from Costco. This night we had steak, baked potatoes, and some stovetop green beans. That's what I've started calling them because I have no clue what else to call them. And we also had grilled chicken because Selena just has not wanted steak lately. And there were leftovers for Noah to take to work. And then Jeff ate some more steak another day. And Selena also had mashed potatoes. And on this night we had the burgers that I had talked about earlier, and that was the lettuce that I had prepped. I had not prepped the onion, which I did prep other onion, but I had forgotten about this meal. We had chips and brioche buns that we got from the bread store. This is where I'm prepping for the jambalaya that we'll be sharing next, and it is also Friday's crock-pot dinner for Croctober. But I am cutting up a lot of celery because I went ahead and put some in the dehydrator as well, which is another video that you'll be seeing soon. In this part, you'll see me measuring out some celery, onion, and bell pepper because I didn't want to buy the already chopped kind from the store, and it said you needed 1 cup of those 3 things mixed. So Jeff and I took out the kitchen scale and just measured up some that I had already cut, and these bell peppers are actually some that I had cut and frozen. Okay, this is me putting the jambalaya together. This is going to be the Croctober meal for this coming Friday, so you will get the entire recipe on that day, and of course I'll have a printable for you. But this is just us putting it together, and you'll see the end result in just a moment. So this is how it turned out, and if you want to know what Jeff thought about it, just wait for Friday's video. And this is the last meal of the week. We had sweet chili pork chops. I got those from Fallon's channel, Moss Family TV. I will share that video with you as well. We had some stovetop potatoes and some corn on the cob. So if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit the like button. Also, subscribe and hit the bell if you like our channel, and make sure that you tell your friends if you think that they would like it as well. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.